Hey people, Anthony, 4x4 Diesel. Here we are at the 1KD FTV engine replacement hospital. Here we've got the new engine, and here is the engine that's just come out of the vehicle. We've removed everything. We've got to give those components a bit of a clean-up. That's what we're doing now. You can see the engine's all taped up, and I've just removed the tape. I've got to do some cleaning here and get the rest of all this tape off and start refitting all the components on this side of the engine. Of course, we've still got the other side, the front and the top to do. All right, what's going on over this side of the engine? Okay, so a little bit of information. This engine, not by us or anyone we recommend, but recently had injectors installed at a bit over 300,000 K, so a bit too late. But anyway, moving on from that, we're obviously got to put an engine in it because it's got a cracked piston. And what did you do? You just found a bolt, mate. Where'd it come from?
Found a missing manifold bolt. Yeah.
Oh yeah, so it just fell out because.
Just fell out.
All right, so that bolt there was just sitting there. Oh yeah? Oh well, you know, you drop one and you just go, it doesn't matter, she'll be right, mate. I mean, is that a contribution to a cracked piston? Probably not, but maybe. And it just goes to show how good the Toyota engineering is. There's a limited amount of bolts on the inlet manifold and one of them missing, and generally you still don't have any leaks or any problems. Awesome. Anyway, let's continue stripping this and swapping all the components over. Looks like we've got some cleaning up to do soon. So here we go, we've got the exhaust manifold on. Torque spec's about 40 Newton meters. Of course, put this pipe on first. 2 nuts here, bolts under here. Gonna give you some info because people want to know. Right, engine mount's gonna go here. That goes on the side of the engine mount. Dipstick will go in later. We've got to basically get the turbo on now. So I'm going to get a new turbo and it's going on. Okay, old turbo, new turbo. So normally, well, we'd be changing a couple of gaskets. This would just get bolted straight back on. So there is a little bit of extra work changing a turbo. We've got to remove, clean up a few pipes and surfaces and whatever, and get it onto this. So we're going to get this one looking like that. We're not going to spend hours polishing all the pipes. We're just going to clean all the areas that need to be cleaned and put everything over here with the clean mating surfaces and of course new gaskets. This is the gaskets that come in the gasket kit that we're going to need. I'm going to get on with it and swap it all over. Yeah, a bit of mucking around, cleaning this, that, bada-bing, bada-boom, bada-bing, bit of bada-bing, bada-boom. Okay, so old turbo, new turbo, ready to go on car, let's go. What we'll do, we may as well put this gasket on now as well. Yep, of course, putting that one on, you should only have 4 gaskets left. The small one goes there, and you can see the other ones where they'll go. This side of this engine's looking good, but still got more stuff to take off the other. Over to this one. Time to pop the pump, mate. You better get ready to catch it. This side of this one's looking pretty bare, isn't it? Beautiful. We just got to keep working our way around the from this side, work our way around the front as I am, and over the other side things are starting to come over. Beautiful. Oh wow, what a massive job. Put a cap on that. That was just for the video. Anyway, you can see all the front coming on. Nice, beautiful, coming back together. Happy days. Timing belt, everything's lined up and checked out. A little bit more on this side to do. Heaps of work changing all this stuff over. Wow, all right, 4 o'clock, 2 people on this all day. It was out yesterday and we started stripping it, so all day we've been on it. There's no other jobs here. Anyone else here? Any other jobs? Yeah, no, maybe, whatever. At the end of the day, yeah, just plenty of work. And, you know, this isn't even cleaning every single item externally as well. You know, a lot of the components, it's as long as the gasket mating surfaces are clean. You know, engine mounts, they'll get cleaned when we wash the engine down. There's no, you know, so we don't go and waste the time on that, but just swap over time. So yeah, I just finished talking up all the fuel pipes. Clamps are on, clamps, yep. Fuel, yep, everything, yep. Got the vacuum line there for the engine mount. Stay on the inlet manifold, all filters on, all this goes on in the car. What have we forgotten? This is the final check for the day. Well, not really. This is the final check with you in case you decide to do something silly and change an engine yourself. All this is back on. Timing cover I put on ages ago, so I forgot if I remembered everything in behind there or not, but pretty sure I did. Triple check that. New bearings on all of those. Idlers. The new alternator was already there. New turbo we've put on. Everything around this side back on, obviously. All new gaskets, genuine gaskets, whatever the case may be. Look at that. Beautiful. Look at that baby. All right, so I reckon by this video, we're calling it a day on this. It's time to get it back on the crane and get the flywheel back on to the badabing, badaboom situation. So instead of being a bada, it'll be just badabing, badaboom. All right? All right, when it's hanging on the engine crane again, and you're putting the flywheel back on, I'm going to call it the flywheel just for, and you're putting that back on, then you know you're getting towards the business end of the deal. Have to adjust this up a bit and get it, no, that's not a bad angle, but yeah. All right, we'll drop it back in the vehicle shortly. All right, here we are, Midnight Motors. Look at that, the lights on and all. That wraps up this one, a really big full day, 2 people to get it, the rest of these components off the engine, get it all, what needs to be cleaned, and a few issues. We had a few issues. Well, sort of got an issue that's still there as well, but you know, that's that'll be another video to do with the EJAR cooler, but that's a whole separate story. We'll just wrap this one up soon. So yeah, quite surprising actually that I had a plan with 2 people with a bit of experience that we'd be able to get this engine component swapped over in about half a day. Because personally, I believed I could probably do it in 4 or 5 hours myself. But you know what? The proof's in the pudding, and 2 people removing, cleaning, and you know, a few little repairs. We put a new turbo, so there's a little bit extra work there you can see in the video. Not much though. But it's just amazing because you're constantly doing something all day. 2 people, nobody was mucking around. There was like a 40-minute lunch break, that's it. And it was 4 o'clock before we're saying this engine's ready to go back in. So, you know, pretty amazing. Look, it's in, it's about, it's a bit late now. I shouldn't tell you what time it is really. When we do engines, it's a bigger job. We just want to get it done. We're not the workshop that's going to just let it sit there for weeks and weeks. We're not going to book in all the services, get that done, and then just put any of the guys in the workshop on the job at 2 or 3 p.m. and for an hour a day, and then a few weeks later it's done, a few bolts missing here or there. It's, we start the job, we do the job, we finish the job. It's a job. Nothing else is going to interrupt the job gets done. That's how we roll. And we haven't got a whole bunch of guys in the workshop to do that because, unfortunately, it's our experience and belief, you just can't get people to do the job right. So, once again, if you want it done properly, you've got to do it yourself or take it to someone that's like that knows what they're doing. So, at the end of the day, the engine's sitting in there, torque converter bolts are on, engine mounts are on, you know, the dump pipe back on the turbo, that sort of thing. A few bits of me, we've got to get the auto lines in there. What else we've got to do? We've got to get the exhaust back on, all this sort of thing. A few things underneath, and up top, obviously, we've got a fair few more things to bolt on. It looks to be probably 2 or 3 hours at least work for 2 people to get this pretty much back together. Then, of course, we got injector compensation codes. We've got the pilot learn. We've got, hopefully it all works okay. You know, if you've been watching the videos, you know this was running on sort of 3 cylinders. It's definitely got an engine problem, but it could have some sort of other issue as well. But I don't think so, to be honest, because it's a Toyota. And if there was something wrong with the injector driver, generally that would stop all the injectors. You wouldn't be able to run the engine. So yeah, and you know what I'm talking about if you watched the previous video. But anyway, it's a bada bing, bada boom. We're going to call it a night. It's time to have some dinner, a couple of sherbets, and we'll be back into it again in the morning. Thanks for watching, listening. Hope you saw something, learned something. Hope it's been educational for you. And we'll wrap this one up in probably one more video, and then it'll be back to the usual.